video, we're going to talk about Upwork tips for beginners. Okay guys, welcome to this next video. We're just going to talk about Upwork tips for beginners. So let's have a look at our bullet points. The first step to starting on Upwork, I find a lot of people have problems with they go to Upwork with an idea rather than looking on Upwork for ideas. So what's the best way to pick the right niche, do you think?
I think you've got to be flexible to the platform itself. So with Upwork, there's a lot of niches that you could easily start working from. For example, copywriting or content writing. But you need to give it a lot of thought in terms of how you're going to pick your niche. So are there a lot of high paying clients on there? Are you going to retain your clients after you've been hired? How much competition there is, although that's not a massive deal because there are ways to stand out, and we'll talk about those. And also looking at how high paying these jobs are. So for example, with content writing on Upwork, everyone's doing it. It's extremely saturated, extremely competitive.
Has a high demand.
It's very high demand, but it's also very competitive, saturated. I think the other problem is as well that Upwork is now the supply of clients versus freelancers is so saturated that they've got way more freelancers than they actually have got clients, and they're trying to limit that with their verification process, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like you had problems, didn't you, at one point?
So we mentioned this on a previous video that sometimes you've got to find the jobs that are not being fulfilled, and if you want to get your account approved, you just pretend that you're going to apply for that job, and that says to Upwork like, oh, this guy can do the job and make Upwork money. They approve your account and just edit and then go to your main niche that you want to get into. So picking the right niche to start with, you've got to think about how much work it's going to take of your time. Is it outsourceable in the future, or do you have to do it all yourself? That's the problem with copywriting. It's good money for you, but you have to do all the work. You couldn't really find someone who is...
No, I tried to outsource it, and it was just... people couldn't deliver that quality of work. Whereas if it was something more, something less subjective, maybe like graphic design, where there's tons of graphic designs out there. You don't need someone who speaks fluent English, and you can sort of arbitrage the costs in between, can't you?
As other one like video editing and stuff, you could be a professional video editor and you can potentially outsource it to someone cheaper. But you're just a salesman on Upwork. You just go to get the clients. You can either do the work or you can outsource it. You lose a little bit of profit, but you don't have to do the work, and you can. Life's all about having more fun than working. At the end of the day,
And also,
you got to scale. If you want to scale it, you have to outsource it.
And that's the other thing as well. Like with Upwork, if you it's great starting off and making a living there, but you want to make sure it's sustainable. Like if you with me with sales copywriting, I couldn't do that every single day. Like I'd get totally drained. Just blasting out sales copy every single day. Whereas if you can outsource it, you're going to be able to sustain that level of work and probably scale it up a lot higher. So but talking of selling on Upwork, we should talk about optimizing your profile.
So there's like an SEO element involved, and I think the most obvious way of doing it is to see which freelancers are making the most money in that niche. So in my experience, I don't know if you do this similar thing, but you
look at your competition.
You go on Upwork as a client, and then search for freelancers and look to see who the big dog is, who's making the most money. You can see in their profile how much we've made. Read their profile, use their keywords, rewrite it.
Make it better. Better as well.
Get a professional photo shoot. It's worth having a good photo shoot just to make you look professional.
That's it. You might spend $200 on the photo shoot, but you're probably going to make about $10,000. In the long run, if you're serious about working on Upwork. I think as well, it's important to look at your competition to see what's working, but also what's not working. So, for example, if you look at sales copywriters on Upwork, like even though they state that they can sell themselves and they're great at copywriting, if you look at their profiles, it's really weak most of the time. Like 90% of the time, if you look at sales copywriter on Upwork, their copy is just really, really poor. So that was an opportunity for me to stand out when I was creating my profile on Upwork. I think as well, having a strong portfolio is a major selling point. So if you can prove with evidence that you've done a great job with clients before, then they've, potential prospects that you're selling to are going to see more proof and more credibility and social proof that you can do the job for them. So I think that's a major selling point too.
Yeah.
And a lot of people neglect it on their profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people as well, they like, let's say, for example, writing blog articles, they just say, oh, I'm a blog article writer. Now, if you niche down and be like, I'm an article blog writer for the health and fitness niche, you're a bit more niche. So if a client actually goes to Upwork and needs help with their blogging niche, something popular, they're going to go, oh, this writer stands out because he is niche specific rather than being broad, like, oh, I'll write anything. So that's a way to kind of get around the competition. But what I will say is make sure other people, you see other freelancers that are doing it, because there could be no demand for that. So be careful, don't niche down to like health and fitness for pregnancy women who are living in New Zealand. That's going to be like too niche. So find a sweet spot with it, basically.
Tweak it. Also, look at the jobs that are being, that are being advertised on Upwork, so you can see what's the highest demand by just scrolling through all the jobs.
Yeah.
In different keywords. You might type in on Upwork, health blog, something like that, and I think you'll see tons of results, because it's just such a massive niche, especially like make money, health. Cryptocurrency was a massive one earlier this year. There seemed to be like new jobs for cryptocurrency every single day. So just pick the high demand niches that clients are actively looking for and tailor your profile around that.
Yeah, when we say like high demand niches, when you click on results, you want to see like thousands of results. You'll see posted today, posted an hour ago, posted 2 hours ago. That's a hot niche. You can see just people coming to Upwork trying to give their money to someone. And that someone could be you if you willing to just kind of go beyond.
Well, this is
think outside the box a little bit.
So if we talk about like making your application stand out, because on Upwork you're applying for jobs constantly. You only get a limited number of connects, which means you can only apply for a certain number of jobs on Upwork per month. And so you want to make sure your applications really stand out and that you get the most out of them. So I think one of the best ways to do that is to really tailor your proposal around the job advert. So
read it, basically. Don't copy it. Everyone else is copy and pasting.
Yeah.
You can have like a copy paste template, but you can change that's specific to their profile.
Exactly. I mean, like with you could create a copy and paste template, but you might have like 6 merge tags that you change each time. Yeah. Like, for example, like the niche, the website they're talking about, the client, the jobs they've worked on before, the skills they're specifically working for. You want to mention all those things and tailor those items specifically around their job advert, because that's how you're going to stand out.
Yeah. If you look in their feedback as well, you can find out their real name. So like someone who's previously worked with them saying, oh, Gary is a great employer.
Yeah.
And you go, Gary, and you put Gary into a proposal. It just shows that you've gone a little bit beyond a copy and paste. You've actually found out this guy's name. Like it's going to make you stand out, isn't it?
That's it. Like we hire on Upwork quite often. And one of the things that blows me away is just how many bad applications there are. You might see like there's been 50 proposals on an Upwork job, and that might put you off and think there's too much competition. But actually the thing is that 90% of those are just total and utter crap.
The saturation, but the saturation with copy and paste. Like you just got to do a little bit more effort to stand out. And it's actually,
in fact, Chris, the freelancer, he was telling me that he's applying for jobs on Upwork sometimes with videos, like personalized videos, just like a 5-minute clip that says, "Hey, my name's Julian. Really liked the sound of your job."
Just like a camera video like this. Exactly. Like, hey, hi Gary. Like I saw your job. I just want to put a face to this message. I see that you need help with blah blah blah. consider checking out my profile,
Exactly.
check out my feedback, and I'd love to hear back from you.
Yeah,
you know?
and if you make a video like that, I wouldn't even worry too much about the quality. It's just showing that you've taken that extra time, that care, and that thought to put into their job application. That would make you stand out miles beyond anyone
People want to
else.
speak to faces rather
Exactly.
than like lines of text,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
it's more personable, and this guy,
who's this handsome chap on the camera?
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, this guy stands out from the rest. Most people copy and paste. You've got a video, you're calling his name or her name. You're going down the client's like points. Like, seems like you need this, and this. Consider doing this and this. Even if you don't hire me, like I want to help you. Here's some links that will help you with your business. Whether you hire me or not, that makes him go, oh, wow, this guy is adding so much value. Even if he doesn't get the job, he's giving me value.
He's coming around for tea tonight.
It just makes you stand out like crazy. Just simple stuff like that. It's not that hard to stand out.
I think as well, like usually what I've noticed with a lot of Upwork proposals when people are applying for my jobs, for example, they have no structure to their proposal. It's just like, dear sir, madame, blah, 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 blah. And it's the same generic crap every time. What I'd recommend is like being really friendly and conversational in your proposal, because that's going to make you stand out and seem more human. Also, I'd start with I'd create like a certain structure. So I'd say, like, for example, the first line, you want to like basically just summarize their application in like a really simple term, like, hey John, I noticed you're looking for an SEO copywriter that's really focused and driven and whatever else they've put in their advert, right? Then I'd include a few examples of work that you've done previously that's relevant, and I'd also end with like a question to show that you're interested in the application. So it might be like,
encourage a response.
Exactly, like, oh, when are you looking to get started with this, or curious,
have you considered blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, have you considered blah, blah, blah? Those sort of things are going to make you really stand out as well. So yeah,
it makes the client think this freelancer is invested into my project.
Exactly. Yeah.
This person cares about my satisfaction.
And it's going to be such a breath of fresh air when they look at your proposal compared to everyone else on the list.
Hello, sir. I am the man for this job.
Yeah.
I will make you a millionaire. Like
some of it is it's terrible.
Yeah. So what's the next point? I'm making your application stand out.
Oh, I think we've talked about that, but like I think the next point is how to choose a high quality client, because you don't want to work with every single client on some Upwork. There's you
can see which ones are going to be the headaches from which ones with who are going to be a good client. So you just click on their profiles.
Yeah, I'd say like click on the profiles, see. All right, first of all, have they verified their payment method? So are they serious about spending money on Upwork?
Yeah, you can actually filter on Upwork. You can actually filter from verified, from non-verified. You can filter from people that spent over 10,000. So you're going to get less clients, but they're going to be more serious clients.
Yeah.
But careful, don't filter too much. You might be missing some money somewhere. But payment verified, that's important.
Yeah, that's really important, because if they haven't spent any money on Upwork before, it's probably not worth using your Connect on that application.
You only got
because
30 job proposals a month you can use. So use them on good quality clients.
Exactly. Another one is looking at reviews. So looking at what are their previous experiences with other freelancers they've hired. So if you click on their profile, you'll see that they've got reviews down there. And if you're seeing like 3 or 4 or 2-star reviews with previous freelancers that they've hired, then you need to be really careful about working with them, because if the majority of the time freelancers aren't having a good experience with this client, then the chances are you're not going to either. So it's not worth your time, and you're going to just end up frustrated, or they're going to try and scam you out the money or something like that. And that's going to be a total nightmare. So
you just need to be a good judge of character. Look at their feedback. Like, oh, this guy seems like a pain in the bum.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, the other thing is that you want to watch out for clients that are constantly bombarding you with messages and just questions,
taking value,
freaking out all the time, because you want to work with the best clients to work with are the ones that take as little time as possible to manage. So the best clients that I've worked with, literally I haven't spoken to all month, then I send them the links that I've created for them, and boom, they're ready to pay. Like, it's just so low maintenance that you have enough time to spend on other projects. You're not stressed out. You enjoy working with that client. That's a perfect situation for me.
Yeah. Also, with if a client's ever spent like $200,000 on there, they're like a big serious company,
serious.
and they're not going to be paying lowest price. So with those kind of clients, you give them a higher price, and the more like it makes you look more legit, and they're a serious company are willing to spend money. So you don't want to lowball yourself.
No, you don't.
I think so you can tell which ones are clients that small businesses and the big businesses by looking at how much we spent on Upwork, and you can just change your offer accordingly.
That's it, because as well on Upwork, a lot of people make the assumption that they have to bid really low to land a job, and that's just the worst approach in the world. There are a lot of clients on Upwork who are looking just for a bargain, but you want to sift out those clients who are ready to spend extra money to get the quality that they want. So if don't feel pressured into bidding like as low as possible for a job. If you want to stand out, I'd recommend bidding like 10 or 20% higher. Because then you're going to stand out. You're going to look like you have confidence. You're going to position your authority with the price. And if they're a good client, they'll hire you because they want to pay that a little bit extra for a good quality job.
They'll get all these job offers from all like the Asians and Indians saying, I will do this for $100. Everybody will do it for the asking price. And then next minute is this English fluent speaker,
this English gentleman,
that I will do it for $200, but I will provide a premium delivery, and that makes you stand out from all the $100.
And also there are certain clients that just won't hire cheap people. Like they hate hiring cheap people because they know in the end it's going to cost them even more money and time to manage when that person does a crap job.
It's like the funeral business, the baby business, the wedding business. Nobody buys the cheapest price in those industries.
People pay extra for those.
They tend to pay higher prices, and it's kind of similar to Upwork, that to business owners, that if they pay the lowest price or something, they feel like they're hurting their own business.
Yeah, it's all about quality, and I would say you position your quality with the price that you bid. So make sure you bid a little bit extra. Yeah.
Maybe sometimes in the beginning stages of Upwork, you might want to take a few headaches just to get some feedback and get the momentum rolling.
To get the ball rolling.
And when you get to the point where you've got a lot of feedback and you get clients are always trying to hire you and stuff, you can be more picky with clients.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when you're just grinding out those first 2 or 3 reviews just to get your profile rolling, for sure, maybe you don't want to go too crazy on the prices, but after that, just that's the time to start bidding up your price and start making some serious money.
Let's talk about retaining
clients,
retention and upselling.
Because you've put all that effort into retaining a client, and what most freelancers in Upwork will do is just do the job, forget about the client, and move on to the next one. I know I've made that mistake before. I've worked with like over 100 clients on Upwork. So what you really want to do is retain your clients and keep upselling them new services, because once you've landed a client, it's a lot easier to sell to them if they're happy with the work you're doing, right? So if you're a copywriter, for example, if you're a content writer, that they've probably got a website that needs content every single month. So if you haven't heard from them for a couple of weeks after you've done a job, just hit them up again and say like, oh, hey, I don't know if you're looking for, if you need more content, or maybe I can give you a bulk discount if you hire me for a few different jobs. And just constantly think of ways that you can make more money out of your client, because once you've landed them, you've got a certain connection to them that makes you stand out from everyone else on the platform. I don't know if you.
I'd say that's kind of like more your experience with the upselling and stuff.
That's it. I think as well, when you're in stage 1, when you're picking the right niche, this is something you also want to think about. So you want to think about how much money you can make. What's the lifetime value out of a client on Upwork? So, for example, if you're a sales copywriter, it's probably only going to be 1 or 2 jobs that you get from this client. But if you're a content writer and you're blogging every week for them, you're going to make so much more money with this client, and it's going to be so much less time management involved in landing.
And more likely to refer you to their friends who are a similar business. and
more opportunities are going to come along the way. So make
and
sure
be away from Upwork as well. You can save some 20%.
That's it. Yeah, you can take them off the platform. Or also, if you stay on Upwork, the more jobs that you do for them and the more money that you earn with them, the more the fees are going to go down. So you might be landing the same price jobs, but your margin is going to increase as the Upwork fees decrease.
So the better you do in Upwork reduce the fees, so you get more money.
Yeah, it's like a little pyramid scheme on Upwork.
Yeah, but eventually, sometimes you'll get away from Upwork, but you got to be careful when dealing with clients in Upwork, don't you?
Personally, I don't recommend moving away from Upwork. Yeah, I wouldn't do it because you can get your profile banned. Upwork don't like it, and once you're banned from Upwork as well, you're kind of screwed. Like that's just a massive money making platform that's just disappeared under your eyes. So I wouldn't move clients away from Upwork personally, especially when if you're working with a client long term and your fees go down from 20% to 5%. Just your margin is going to go up, and it's not far off getting paid for.
How many jobs is that? Like,
it depends how much you're charging, but I think it's like once you earn $500, your fees go down to 10%, I think, and I think once you earn $1,500,
like total or just one job?
No, with a client, just total with a client. Your fees go down to 5%, so it's pretty damn good.
And the client's money goes to an escrow, and they only release payment till the job completion, and the money goes to you. Upwork get their fee. Everyone's happy. Whereas if you go offline, you could do all the work, and the client will disappear. So you got to be more careful. You got to 50% upfront, whatever. We talked about that in a previous video.
Also, like I think when you're upselling to clients, like think about what else are they going to pay for that is related to your niche. So for example, if you're a graphic designer and you design like a YouTube video thumbnail for someone, then are they going to need banner art? Are they going to need a new logo? Are they going to need some design on the website or
maybe you can even like not pretend, but like you can say, do you need any graphic design work for this work I've done? I have a friend. I mean, you could just go to Fiverr. Get it undone for $5 and charge the client $20, and you made $15 without doing the work.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, or you could refer someone who's a really good freelancer.
You could team up kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly, and take 10 or 20% off whatever they earn. That's passive income for you. So client freelancer referrals as well, a good way of making money on Upwork. So, and finally, let's talk about being careful when you get paid. Have you ever had like any bad experiences about getting paid on Upwork?
Not really.
No.
I'm okay.
Yeah. I know.
I don't use it as much as you, but
I know. I think I've always been really careful when it comes to getting paid on Upwork, because if you, like for example, if you've got a milestone on Upwork and you're still waiting to get paid for it, you have to be careful about submitting the work. Make sure you submit the work with the milestone when the money's in escrow. Don't do if they haven't sent the offer, don't do the work. Even if they're saying like, oh no, we'll set up the milestone tomorrow or the next day.
They're very flaky.
That's it. Don't do any work until you see the money's on Upwork and you see the money's in escrow and you've had an offer, because otherwise you can get screwed over pretty easily, and it's I don't think it's nice.
It's not nice doing the work and then...
Nah, it's brutal. It's brutal. Yeah.
So I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, also the other thing I'd say is when you submit the work to get paid on Upwork, just ask for a 5-star review.
Yeah. If you don't ask, you don't get. Sometimes you do get, but just if they're really happy with your work, it's very easy. Just
exactly.
Would you mind leaving me a 5-star review? It just helps me out and stuff. And
that's it. And like when they and the other thing is, well, if they leave like a 4.5-star review, that's going to hurt your Upwork success score, and they may think in their own heads that they're actually leaving a really good review, right? But actually you want to get that 5-star review. So do anything you can, like offer some free bonuses, send them a PDF guide that's going to help them, answer some of the questions that they have. Just do anything you can to get those 5-star reviews, because that's a massive game changer on Upwork, and it will help your rankings as well in trying to.
It's going to get you away from saturation.
Yep.
People will search for you. They'll contact you once you've got an established profile, and you get
exactly.
featured and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And you
So-
want to be a top-rated freelancer on Upwork, which you can only do with a 96%
Yeah.
success score on there. I think it's 90%. Yeah.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, you increase your prices, and there's less work and more money at that point, and less
That's the way to
headaches
do it,
because you're
right?
dealing with the higher paying clients.
Yeah.
It's just a
It's
beautiful synergy.
Yeah, that's it. If you get all the fundamentals right and you get all of those principles right, you know, it's going to synergize and it's just going to help snowball your career on Upwork or the earnings you make. So yeah, perfect.
All right. So
All right,
I hope you
cheers,
enjoyed
guys.
this video. If you've
Thank
got any
you.
questions, leave some comments, and we'll we'll do our best to help you out. So yeah,
For
thanks
sure.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers. Okay, so we've actually just added a free link in the description. And if you're looking to make more money with freelancing, if you want more tricks and tips, if you want to boost your earnings and land more clients online and get the strategies that we're using right now, then make sure you check out the link and sign up for the early bird waiting list for our freelancing course. And if you do that, you get an exclusive discount of $100 off our course when we launch it. Now, we're only going to launch it if there's enough demand, because we want to make sure we allocate our time to the right resources. So if you're interested, make sure you sign up, join the waiting list. We'll send you some cool stuff as well, and definitely check that out.
Yeah, link is in the description, guys. If there's just enough demand, we'll make a really in-depth course. We'll do some on-screen stuff. We'll go really into the details, but we're not going to do that till we find some demand.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, check out the link, guys. Thank you.